Okay, so this instructional video is for kind of like your pre-writing idea to get you just thinking about the reunion project. So this is good preparation for it, and this is the first step to it, okay? So I know you're thinking this, like, why do we have to do this? I don't like creative writing. I'm not very good at it, whatever. If that is you, we need to do things that we're not good at. Like we need to get better at it and we need practice. Here's reasons why, okay? Creative writing builds your confidence. It is a form of self-expression that you get to choose what you want to write about. It boosts your imagination. Okay, it gives you clarification of thought. It helps you think about how to organize and make it say what you want it to say. It also does help you with the mechanics of reading and writing, how to communicate that. Also, your communication skills and building empathy. Those are really great skills. And one of the best things, it helps you build better emotional, physical, and mental health. Those are all good reasons to do creative writing, and we just don't get a chance to do enough of it, especially in some of these classes that are more academic focused. So take advantage of that and have some fun with it, okay? I know I'm right on top of this. I'll move myself over here. Okay, so I hope you see my points, that I have made some good points about it. There's a link at the top of this to this article if you want to read more about these 7 things, but that's the gist of it. So these are your resources in Schoology. You first have the assignment itself, which I will open in a second. There's one example with that. Then there's a folder with a few more examples, like 3, I think, student examples. The MYP rubric that this is graded on is in there. And then you are going to do your Google Doc right here. You're going to open this up, and that's where you'll type your paper. Okay, so let me take you to Schoology quickly and show you. Move myself over there. Okay, so the intro to the assignment itself, they're really super short directions. So let me show that to you. Scoot myself over again. Okay, so these are the directions. They're pretty simple. Like there's not a ton to think about except the creative piece of it. Okay, so it is the future. We've talked about that this is kind of you planning for your reunion project. So you are an adult in the future. And these are your parameters. So you're writing a story describing one part of your day. So think about where you are. Are you at home? Are you traveling for work? Are you in another country? It's 2040. Is it like a different future? Is it another universe? What is going on? Reflect on that idea and include these bullets that are below. So as you are writing the story, what do you think the world will be like? I will know what you think the world will be like because you're going to highlight that piece of your writing in yellow. And you're going to describe it to me afterwards in like a little commentary. Okay? In this writing, you're going to talk about and somehow share a passion, a hobby, or fascination of yours. And again, I'll know that's what it is because you would have highlighted it in green and explained it at the end. You are going to talk about something about yourself that people probably don't know or wouldn't guess after first meeting you. Share and incorporate something you learned from an English class in the past. And then make sure as a reader, we know what you're doing with your life now. And include some dialogue. Dialogue is a cool way to kind of show things with conversation. And you guys are all conversationalists. You all can do this in print. So then open up that Google Doc that I showed you back in Schoology. And this right here, open your doc here. I can quick show you that too. So this is it, and then the directions are there again, and when you open your document, which looks a little different than that, I know, this is where you start typing then, okay? You've changed this stuff, obviously, put your name and so on, the date, whatever, and then you just start typing here, okay? So here is one example from last year that I put in here, and then that folder in Schoology has 3 more. I'm going to quickly talk you through this. I'm not going to read it all to you, but I just want to show you the format. So you've got some things you're supposed to include. They're on the rubric. And when you put it together, this is in a first-person voice. She starts out, I jump up when I hear my alarm clock ringing. I'm going to be late. I rush to grab my clothes and auto-start my shower with my phone. I like to take showers in the morning to start my day now that I'm older. When I get all my stuff to start showering, I look at my phone and realize it's Wednesday, my day off. I'm relieved because now I can enjoy my shower. So this is highlighted in yellow, which tells us some things about what she thinks the world will be like. It's this auto shower thing, this auto start shower thing. The commentary piece at the end, as we get to the end of hers, she explains this to me about the future. In the future, I think there'll be more automatic things. Right now, there's a lot, so imagine how much more there'll be in the future. Right now, I don't know of any washers that are specific for shoes, and shoes get dirty a lot, so it'd be convenient if there was one. I hope in the future everyone has healthcare, other countries have it, and so on and so on. So anytime she's highlighted yellow, she's kind of just explained that to me, like why she did that. Okay. You can kind of see, and you can do this yourself. Look at as she continues. Here's some more of her dialogue. Not more. Here is her dialogue, properly punctuated. So there's a good anchor for you. An anchor paper is, or an anchor example is just one that's a really solid one that got a high score on it, and they did well. I like to bake. Here's the green, and so on. She's kind of highlighted these things. So at the end of the day, hers is about 1.5 to 2 pages of text because it starts kind of here. And she has this little commentary at the bottom explaining what those things are. Okay, in the folder are, I'll go back to it, 3 more student examples, 3 different ones. So there's a total of 4 to look at. Look at those and see what they're like so you know like kind of what you're thinking. If looking at that makes you think like, oh my gosh, this is all I can see now is this, well, then don't look at them. Then just start writing off the bat right away. I would say don't think about it as much as just start doing it. Okay, I understand this is not like a super long assignment that's taking weeks, that kind of stuff, and they're not researching it. It's creative writing, it's from your head, but get out of your head and get it on paper, okay? I want to show you the rubric. And I know the font is super small on here, but it's on organizing, producing text, and using language. And this isn't a summative, but it's a really good indicator for me to see how you put words together, okay? And it's going to be scored low to high. I think it's worth 40 points total or something. I have to look at the point total. But these are the criteria of MYP. And on the high end, you have written, highlighted, and commented all the things you're supposed to do in those areas with a high degree of sophistication on the 3 required topics you're supposed to put in there. The second thing is in producing text, you've made enough, the required number of relevant comments of at least 2 sentences. And you could see the example I started to show you. She had more than 2 sentences, but at least 2 sentences of your commentary on your own comments. And the last one is in the area of using language, has high degree of properly punctuated dialogue. Okay, so those are the things you're supposed to include. And if you have all of those things included, you will get a higher score, obviously. Okay, so have fun with this. It should not be stressful for you. It should just be you making stuff up that matches that criteria that you have to have. From this list, if I can find it. I have all these rubrics open. From this list here. What the world will be like, something about yourself. So it's kind of about you, but it's kind of futuristic, so you don't have to have it be so personal that you feel like you're vulnerable and talking too much about yourself personally. Okay? We will be working on this in the next few days in class or outside of class if you need to, and we'll talk about the deadline in class. Okay, good luck. I can't wait to read them.